Minister of National Security.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President. Did not the Senator withdraw this question, Mr. Vice President?
No, I didn't withdraw that question.
He withdrew the 103.
103.
Or it was worthy of withdrawal as well, you know, Mr. President. In fact, most questions that I come here to answer from the Senator are worthy of withdrawal. But anyway, Mr. Vice President, the Immigration Division of the Ministry of National Security is required by Section 18 of the Immigration Act, Chapter 1801, to examine all persons seeking entry into Trinidad and Tobago in order to determine whether they meet the statutory requirements for admittance. Accordingly, the individuals in question were examined by officers of the division, where it was found that they failed to meet several requirements under the Act and regulations, including not being in possession of valid passports, in contravention of Regulation 13.1, which requires foreign nationals entering Trinidad and Tobago to be in possession of a passport issued by the country of which they are a subject or citizen, and as well, Mr. Vice President, not being in possession of a valid or subsisting visa, which constitutes a breach of Regulation 13.5 and Regulation 13.11. Accordingly, given their failure to comply with the conditions and requirements of the Act and regulations, they were deemed to be members of the prohibited class under Section 8.1p of the Act, and thus restricted entry, and they were served with lawful rejection orders requiring them to return to their port of origin. Consequently, an exercise was conducted in collaboration with the Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard, and very importantly, the Venezuelan Embassy and its officials, to repatriate the individuals to their home country of Venezuela. I take the opportunity then, Mr. Vice President, to warmly congratulate the the Immigration Division of the Ministry of National Security, to congratulate the Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force, to congratulate the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service for all of their efforts to secure our borders and to keep the people and this land free and clean and safe from plant, animal diseases, human traffickers, drug trafficking, arms trafficking, all of which pose serious threats to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. I warmly congratulate every one of them. In respect of Part 2, it should be noted that 4 occupants of the vessel were interviewed by officers of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, and the investigation of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service continues. I thank you, Mr. Vice President.
Senator Mo?
Yeah, Mr. Vice President, can I ask the Honorable Minister of National Security, why only 4 of the numbers that we have identified were selected by the police for interviews and not many others who were witnesses to what can be a possible murder of a baby on the high seas? Can the minister provide us with answers to this particular question?
I am shocked at the amateurish and banal question coming from who is supposed to be an experienced senator of this parliament. It does not fall to the senator, and it does not fall to the Minister of National Security, who does not operate operationally, function operationally, to determine how many or who. That, as I indicated, Mr. Vice President, is a matter for the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. I am shocked at such a banal and inane question, Mr. Vice President.
Your conduct is reprehensible.
Senator Mark, it's time for a question.
Mr. Vice
Stick to the
President,
question, please.
I want to this beleaguered minister, hapless minister as well, whether the government that he is part of, and given the importance of the office that he occupies, whether the government is not involved in a massive cover-up of this matter.
Senator, I will not allow that question. Move on to question.
Mr. Vice President, can I ask this
Senator
hapless-
Leiter, kindly allow your colleague to say his question, please.
Yeah, can I ask this hapless and beleaguered minister?
Senator Mark, can you stick to the question, please?
Yes, I will try. Because I think the minister has forgotten to
Senator
start.
Mark, you need to stick to the question,
Okay.
please. Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Vice President, I think I'll allow this minister to depart. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President.